If you have prayer requests or any kind of communication, on the back of the blue card is the place to do that. If God put his thumb on something, don't feel like you have to deal with it all by yourself. There is that power. When Jesus says, where two or more are gathered together in my name, there I am. There's this power of sharing it and praying about it with somebody else, sometimes getting a different perspective, sometimes just helping you think it through. I've got friends that I'll call sometimes and I'll just say, hey, just ask me the questions that I need to think this through. And I was talking to one this week, and as we were talking, he was saying, you know all the answers. He says, but you're just in the weeds right now and you can't see. And he said, if I called you up and I started talking to you, you would be able to coach me right through it because you wouldn't be in the weeds, I would. And so that's why we need other people, is just to help us get some of that perspective at times. All right, so if you have any prayer requests, anything, any kind of communication, on the back of your program are some announcements there. I highlighted most of them before, but be sure and look there as they change from time to time. All righty. It's about time to take our offering. A parable on tithing. Now it came to pass that a certain rich man inviteth a churchman to lunch. And thus they went to a popular restaurant, the waiter being very efficient and the service being good. As they rose to depart, the churchman observeth that his host laid some folded money under the edge of his plate. And the waiter, standing by, watcheth and smileth happily, which, being interpreted, revealed the tip was truly satisfactory. Verily, with such customs all are familiar, and this parable entereth not into the merits or demerits of tipping. However, the churchman thus began to meditate on those dollars. Well, he knew that the proverbial tip must be at least a tithe, rarely 10%, thus considered the bare minimum for mere acceptable service, lest the waiter turn against you and spit in your food. Verily, 15% being standard for good service, yea, 20% and beyond for exceptional. Behold, it was thus revealed to the churchman that few people so honor their God as they honor their waiter. For they give unto their waiter the tithe for showing up, and much more for providing well. But to give unto God, they consider a tithe an exceedingly big deal, many offering unto God whatsoever they think they can spare. Verily, doth man fear his waiter more than he feareth his God? And doth he love God less than he loveth the waiter? Truly, truly, a man and his money are beyond understanding. A word to think about as we give our tithes and offerings out of love to our Lord. As our ushers come, we'll take our offering. I pray this week that you will lean into Jesus, that you will hear his voice of love, not a false voice of scolding, a voice that invites you to experience the best, but does require you to surrender, a voice that offers you all the power, strength, and courage you need as you do surrender, and the incredible joy that only that will bring. And may others see the joy on your face as you are the salt and the light, and be drawn to him as well. Now, let's go be the church.